misanthropes out there. Welcome to the Bad Rating Podcast. My name is Atlas Novak.
And I'm Nick Kane. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, that's just.
Sorry,
how
I
that
jumped the
works.
gun a little bit. Let's try that again.
Okay.
We start the episode over.
No. I'll have one of those vanilla
Theme
bullshit ones. Okay. Today we have with us from the Hard Way Pod. Please welcome our guest, Jessica Mulder.
I tried to quit smoking, and then I just got addicted to McDonald's instead. Because you gotta fill the hole somehow, guys. You gotta fill the hole. And whenever I told people this, they're like, "You're not addicted." You know how I knew I was addicted? Because I was ashamed. Like, shame is how you can tell you're addicted to something. Okay? Like, I was hiding the empty containers in the dumpster so my boyfriend didn't see him piling up in the trash. You know, I was like, this is bad. And I was trying to think, like, when's the last time you were this ashamed about anything? Figured it out, okay. It's when I was like 9 and I discovered how to masturbate well before I understood what it was. And I was like, this is so good, it's gotta be bad, okay? Hello.
Everybody. Hello, person who gave me the kick in the pants needed to start this.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
welcome. And
Yeah.
thank you for saying that. That always makes me feel good.
Oh, yeah. No, she's like, I started a podcast at Third Wheel, and I was like, yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just all from jealousy?
Spite, maybe, but
Yeah.
Spite?
not, no.
Like she's moving faster than me.
Yeah.
Let me get in there.
If it was spite, you would just be sitting with your arms crossed, just looking at Jess like, see, I did one too.
Yeah.
No. But I know, I get the idea of like, you know, you have an idea and you want to do something, but you kind of don't have the oomph to do it. And you also are like, how do I get started? Because that's one of the things that took me a while was, one, I just didn't have a good idea that I liked. And then I was like, I don't know this equipment. I don't want to buy it all. I'm going to like have to do all this stuff. And then literally that week was when Mike Mazzolotti reached out to me that I was thinking about doing it, was like, hey, by the way, just opened the studio, super easy, everything's there, you just got to pay. I was like, son of a bitch. Like, perfect timing.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yes, I'm in, baby. You don't know how good your timing is. Like, I was just about to talk to Nick that week about the concept and everything. So, yeah, it was a little serendipitous.
I really do like your podcast. It's really I love that there's a lot of things that people learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting the camera's not over there. The cameras are over there. But yeah, like I really want to get on your podcast pretty soon.
Yeah,
so
I'd love to have you. If the fastest way I'd think is like start sending me just some ideas of what, you know, you want to talk about, like your lessons that you want to discuss, because a lot of the time people want to be on, but then it takes a lot of work on my end to pull a story out of them and whatever, and it just makes my life easier if you kind of already have it figured out, and then I'm like, okay, cool, and then I can start thinking about what story I have that'll kind of match, and then we can schedule it.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise it's like if somebody else is ahead of you that already has a story in mind, that I'm like, okay, that just is easier to move forward before you know.
Yeah.
So that's like how I'm playing favorites, is if people are nagging me with ideas, you know.
Yeah, I got a good one. So like if you
Okay, cool.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, hit me up.
So your logo is like a cactus and people touching the cactus.
Yeah, about to be touching it
Yeah.
because you're like, I shouldn't touch this, but maybe it won't be that bad.
But like every week when you put the episode banner, it's a different cactus and like a different. Do you just doodle tiny cactuses? Or
No,
what's
there's these great sort of free stock that you can use commercially websites, and
Yeah.
I use them a lot in client work that is like if I'm doing client work and I want to sort of suggest an idea, but we're not at the stage where they've adopted it and want to actually pay for the photography. Instead of finding all the Shutterstock stuff with watermarks, you can pull this stuff in and use it as like an example, and they don't require attribution of any kind, although it's nice. Like that's why normally I'll put in the thing like photo by this person on Unsplash or on Pexels or something, just to give them the credit for it, even though you don't have to. So they just have like tons of free stock imagery that you can use. And so many people, I guess, take pictures of cactuses. So it works out. And sometimes I do like Photoshop them a bit, because they're not all just like completely, like some of them that I found were awesome. Like a person making, you know, putting a cactus inside of a banana and things like that. And I wish all of them could be that intricate, but they're not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cactus bananas are already giving me nightmares.
Yeah, but I just kind of like the theme of like the cactus because it's like prickly. It's like, it's enticing 'cause you see it and you're like, oh, that's like a pretty huge, amazing thing, but like don't get too close to it because you'll get injured. Like
Right.
just like making mistakes or bad decisions. So
I hate to be that dude, but like that's like recreational activity where I'm from. Like just like guess I'm from Tucson.
just
Arizona.
throwing yourself in a cactus.
Yeah, just going like, hey, let's see what.
Oh my God. Yeah. What, like the ones that like jump out at you because it's like they can sense your energy and they're trying to protect themselves, or is that a thing I made up?
They don't actually do. No. Yeah, actually, that's
what
a
the
real.
fuck are you talking
No,
about?
see,
Yes.
that's what I thought because I grew up in Curacao. It's a desert island. They have like cactuses, and if you get too close to them, you could still like they'll like shoot out and get you.
Wow.
I think that is true. Like cactuses do that, but the cactus where I'm from, like that you just don't run into them and then you'll
Yeah,
be fine.
it's a specific kind of
yeah,
cactus.
but that is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
They do that. And
When I was a kid, there was this cactus in my backyard that had spines that were like fucking 6 inches long
Ugh.
or something. That was the one. It's kind of like when you're on a cliff and your brain goes jump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if I jumped right now? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of that thing where I'm like, I want to touch it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because sometimes they look fuzzy, and you're like, oh, it's fuzzy, and then it's like, no, it's just very tiny, sharp thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they're just like in your hand forever.
And then you learn the hard way. Roll credits.
Yes.
Let
Yeah.
them
Exactly.
Here's a short little. I learned this the hard way. I was running back from. I was running front to my bus from middle school to go home, and I ran straight into a cactus. Like, and my entire right arm was covered in cactuses, and I didn't even notice till I was on the bus. Like the bus driver was like, "Dude, like what the hell happened?" I was like,
You didn't notice you were filled with spines.
Yeah, I didn't notice I was filled with spines. It's like, oh crap, because they have little bits of poison on it, so it numbs it, so you don't feel it when they go in you. So there's a quick
Arizona
little.
sounds
But that's
terrible.
not a hard way lesson that you were like, I shouldn't jump into this cactus. That's like, I just accidentally did something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did learn the hard way. Please look where you run.
Yes, there you go. Look where you run. That is definitely a lesson for sure.
Well, on the Bad Reading podcast, we like to ask our guests, Jess, what are you into?
I'm into like TV wise or just in general?
The thing that we're gonna read the story to.
Oh,
you
yeah.
It could be
We're
other things
tearing-
too.
No,
Right,
no,
yeah.
no. I'm
things.
into comedy, and I'm into like not silly comedy. That's why I'm a huge Seinfeld fan and I'm a huge Curb fan, because to me that's like taking the basic and just like highlighting how ridiculous it is, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like everyday stuff made hilarious, and that's why I really love like that sort of the comedy, like the Seinfeld, Curb.
Yeah, being a social detective, I guess is a good word.
Yeah,
Good way of putting it,
yeah.
because it's like, why, I'm wearing one of the episodes from Curb is like, Larry wears a MAGA hat just because he wants people to stay away from him.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
which to me is hilarious because
Exactly.
yeah.
Nick has this hat it's red and it says Kane, his last name on it. And it's not in white or anything.
Oh,
but from
okay.
the side and the back, it looks like a MAGA hat.
Yeah, you can't wear a red hat
Yeah.
anymore without it you thinking it's a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagine St. Louis Cardinals fans everywhere like, come on, man, I just want to support the team.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same way MAGA hat people are like, I just want to support the team.
No. In
That's-
some way or
no.
another. Now, unfortunately, we've already done Seinfeld. That was our very first
Mm-hmm.
episode with Dan Grove. So why don't we do Curb Your Enthusiasm with the best theme song ever.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All right. So,
Okay, podcast over.
Yeah.
That was good.
We nailed it.
We got Nolan to clap. All right. So this story is from fanfiction.net. It is called Curb Your Enthusiasm Back to New York City. It is by Dave85, DAV85.
Dave85, hit me up, man. What's going on? Are you actually 85 years old?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Wouldn't it suck if you had to put your actual age when you made the account?
He was born in 85. He's probably my age. He's 35.
Maybe. Or it's the kind of thing when you're like a kid and you're like, soccer dude, 12.
Yeah.
Soccer dude 12.
Yeah.
Or just whatever shitty username you had to make for your
Yeah.
AIM account.
Do you think usernames are still like that? Like, I don't think they're still like that anymore.
I don't think so. Usually it's like it's either your name or like some clever pun or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, I think now because there's so many options, like I have way too many email addresses, and I'm like, how do I
Well, yeah. How
get
else
away
are you
from?
how else are you gonna sign up for the free trial 80 times?
Yeah, I know,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But like also it's like there was like a problem that I had with my iCloud email, which I was like, oh, I have too much spam in like my Gmail
Yeah.
with my name, my full name. So I was like, let me do this iCloud because there's not a, I have to do an underscore, but it's like a Jessica Mulder or whatever. And then I'm trying to use this site and it's not like there's too many like restrictions, so I'm not getting into the emails and it just won't work. So I was like, well, I got to make a new email, and I couldn't use any of the other ones because they're all just filled with spam and I rarely check them. So I was like, guess I'm making a new one now.
Yes.
So it's like, now I got to remember 10 emails and 10 passwords. It's bullshit.
My dumbass put my middle initial in my email address, which is the letter H. So it looks like in my head it's first name, letter, last name. But because my name is Atlas, it comes out as Atlas Schnovak.
Atlas Schnovak. Yeah, and your name is so specific, you don't have to do that. Like I had to put my middle initial because of like it's taken, but mine is Jessica. That's what it looks like instead of Jessica G. You know, but Atlas.
Yeah,
I'd say Atlash.
Atlas shrugged at Atlas Schnovak.
Yeah, basically mimicking either my speech impediment or like I'm trying to do a Sean Connery.
Yeah.
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 So anyway, what's the story?
Okay, Curb Your Enthusiasm back to New York City. And we'll put the link to this in the show notes as we always do, both to give the artist credit and so you can read the whole story for yourself if you like. The little pretext is Larry David fly together with his friends Richard Lewis and Eugene Levy to New York City to work on the Woody Allen movie he plays in. That's a sentence.
Mm.
And there's like random capitalization and stuff. It's a doozy. All right. So,
But wait, didn't he actually play Woody Allen in a movie?
I think he did.
He did. This is not fan fiction. This is plagiarism.
well, I think it's work. Oh, maybe. Or it could be like, I thought he was going to be.
No, I'm blasting him, not you,
Yeah.
for getting the story. Yeah.
No.
Dave.
All right. Larry and Loretta lying in their bed, capitalized B in bed, and sleeping as the capital D doorbell rings and rings.
Okay, we're already off on a bad start.
I normally don't highlight grammar errors, but it's fucking, this is painful to read.
He wrote it on his phone, and it kept like starting a new sentence.
The worst part is there's no commas or periods either, so it's not even that.
You know what, Jess? I'm looking at this sort of from the side.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really see it. I think I agree with you because it's all written as one line. So
Yeah,
he might have wrote it on
It's
his
almost
phone.
like a script, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Wait, when was this written?
This was written September 14th, 2009.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Yeah, it could have been written
So
on
this
his
is an
phone.
old one. Yeah, because Loretta's in there.
Yeah.
Which, that was Loretta Black when Meet the Blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like a hurricane survivor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then he ended up dating her because she got cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like her brother lives in his house.
Oh, yeah. Leon's still around.
Leon's
yeah.
still around. Yeah.
Leon's like the best part of all the seasons, I think.
You think so? I just love that, like, when I was looking some stuff up before we started this episode on the Curb Your Enthusiasm, like, Wikipedia, it's a picture of all these people, and it's just Larry David's head on every person, no matter what the body type is. So it's like a woman in, like, shoulder pads, Larry
Ew.
David's head. Like,
Creepy.
yeah. Larry and Loretta lying in their bed and sleeping as the doorbell rings and rings. Loretta screams, do I have to do this?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Hey, yo, Leon, open the fucking door, you motherfucker.
That's a pretty good Eddie Murphy.
Leon, who sits on the capital C couch and watching football, screams.
Capital C sits? Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Go ahead.
no, C in couch, capital
Oh,
C.
okay.
Yeah. And watching football, screams, yo, I fucking opened the motherfucking door. And stand up to open the door, and it's Richard Lewis. Hey, yo, RL, my man, what's up? You want to come in watching football and drink some beer?
Oh, my God. This is so terrible.
Okay, first, look at something when you type it, please.
Yeah.
Was he writing this like when he was like off to work or something and he had to pick up later or something?
I think the comma/period key is broken on his phone.
Yeah.
Because
Because then you have to hit the other keyboard to get to it, too. I bet he's just, like, blasting through this.
there's no periods
epic
either.
idea,
That
yeah.
one's like right
Oh,
there.
Alice, I have an idea. Every time you run into another capital, go like the sentence I'm reading here, like just say like, my man, what's up? Want to come in watching football?
Oh,
and
okay.
drink
So,
with
like,
beer.
shout
Maybe
it.
that's what he's
Not
doing.
shout it,
It's
but like-
enunciation.
Like assert it, you know?
Okay.
Assert
So
it.
Every subsequent unnecessary capitalization will be like
And do the hand
forced.
thing. Do the hand thing.
for the visual people.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
And this is like a strip, so it'll be like person's name : I'm just gonna say person's name, then start talking.
Yeah.
For your benefit. Okay.
Yeah.
Richard Lewis. That sound trafficked, but I don't have time. We must be in 1 hour at the airport. It's Larry already finish?
Oh.
Oh my god.
So It's 1 hour. We must be at the airport. Nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
First of all, is Larry Finish what?
I assume with
He never
something.
said. Was he in bed sleeping or was he in bed? We don't know.
Sleep.
Come on, Dave. 85. We gotta know.
Perhaps
Did he finish?
Did he finish?
Leon. No. Richard Lewis. Did he packed already?
Did he packed already?
Already has 2 L's.
Aw.
Leon. No. Richard Lewis. Did he showered already? Leon. No. Richard Lewis. What the fuck is he doing all the day?
You gotta do the hand thing.
All the live long
Fuck
day.
day. Yeah.
I like how Leon knows everything that's going on in the bedroom. Like,
Yeah.
does he have a camera in there? What's the deal? Why does he know whether or not Larry showered? This is
Well, we're about to
so
find
much
out.
deeper.
Maybe. Leon. Sleeping. Richard Lewis. What a schmuck.
A schmuck?
A schmuck.
Schmuck.
So it's I assume schmuck, but just spelled it wrong, or he means like a smuck.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
he means an actual like scientist.
It's like
smock.
it's the Jewish insult word.
No,
for
yeah,
it.
but he's
Schmuck.
yeah.
the
but he-
sputza of
Yeah.
the sport.
Yeah, I know what a
spelled
schmuck is, but he said schmuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
schmuck. Oh.
yeah. You're,
Oh.
you're looking,
Excuse me. I'm
you're
sorry.
looking at the screen.
I'm
you can
sorry.
see this.
I'm sorry.
Get a grip,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Don't be a
I'm wearing
schmuck.
glasses. I can kind of see it.
Fair enough. Larry and Loretta sleeping peacefully and cuddled together until
That
Leon.
would never happen.
I, sh-
Larry David cuddling? I don't fucking think so. All right, go ahead.
Unless he's trying it out.
I went to middle school with his daughter Cassie.
You did?
Yeah, she is
Ooh.
very much like her father.
Yeah, well, she's written stuff too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I
She's
watched her web series. It was great.
What's up, Cassie?
She thought I was an idiot, which understandable. Hi, Cassie. But, yeah. Cuddled together until Leon and Richard Lewis crash into the room.
Oh, wow.
I'm
The
imagining
movie?
I'm imagining the Kool-Aid Man right now when they say crash into the room. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up.
They crash into the room like the movie. They
Yeah.
crash in. Oh yeah. And then the guy goes, "Hi, babe."
Oh yeah. Oh hi, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah.
Richard.
I did.
It is bullshit. I did not hit her.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's like my favorite thing ever from that movie. I probably rewinded it 17 times just to see it. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, I felt so bad for that guy too, though.
For Tommy Wiseau.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
he's pretty rich now, isn't he?
I
Because
mean,
of that movie.
Well, yeah, because
I'm sure, yeah.
for all the wrong
But it's
reasons.
just like I just feel bad when like you're like the outcast and like people use you, and I'm like, oh, he's like so weird. He can't help it. I don't know.
Have you ever heard that theory that Tommy Wiseau is DB Cooper?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, DB Cooper was somebody who robbed a plane in the 1970s, and he jumped out of the plane with a parachute and some cash, and they never found him or his fortune. So,
Oh.
so there's like a theory that like because he looks vaguely like the police sketch of DB Cooper.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about that guy that Tommy Wiseau that's so interesting is that he doesn't like you're like, where did he get all this money from? And you can't really find anything about him online.
That's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying,
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
what the hell is that about? Like, it freaks me out because everything's so transparent these days. Like, even if you don't want it on there, it's there. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do and how do I do it? Because I need money.
Yeah, he robbed a plane in the 70s apparently.
Don't
Yeah.
we all?
Or have you ever seen that movie Without a Paddle?
I think I started it
Oh,
and I was
that's
like,
that's a throwback.
Terrible ass movie.
yeah,
But
sounds like it.
all the characters like go looking for
Oh, yeah.
DB Cooper because
Oh.
yeah.
I just assumed this guy slipped and fell in a Walmart and got a big settlement, and that's it. And it's not nowhere, but not any more deep than that. But who knows?
And he used it to create one of the most enduring internet memes of all time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
good for him.
yeah.
Richard Lewis. AOLD, wake up, you horny motherfucker. Larry, wake up. What's the matter with you? Wait, fuck. Let me try that again. AOLD, wake up, you horny motherfucker. Larry, wake up. What's the matter with you? We miss out on plane.
We miss out on. You're missing out. There's a plane. Miss out on plane is like this guy's never been to an airport either.
There's no pausing when he talks
Yeah.
either. Like, oh god.
We miss out on plane is ridiculous. Also, I'm pretty sure Richard Lewis does not call him LD. He's mixing up his characters here. All right, let's get away from the specific things he should know because it's already so bad.
Who calls him LD?
Leon.
Yeah. So maybe he meant
That's
to
JB
type
Smooth
Leon.
in the
Yeah.
show. Right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Larry, what plane? Richard Lewis, what plane? The plane to New York. Larry, what do we want in New York? Richard.
Just do a Bernie Sanders impression. That's Larry.
That's
did.
what it sounded like. Yeah.
Well, because he plays Bernie Sanders on SNL
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard Lewis. What do we want in New York? The Woody Allen movie.
That was good. That was a good one.
Larry. Oh, I remember. I Make Me Ready.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I want to talk like this from now on.
I feel like
Okay,
a robot wrote this.
I'll get to this, and then you can have it. He says and stands up and walked to the bathroom shortly after Loretta stands up to T.O., not T.O.O., and walks to the bathroom wearing a necklace.
Negligence.
He spells it Neglice. I don't
Yeah.
know if he means necklace or negligee.
I think negligee.
Negligee?
But I mean, maybe it's a necklace.
A necklace.
Neglace.
And have lazy hair smiling to Richard Lewis. He's smiling back and falls shortly after that back to his neurotic phase.
Wow.
I love all
If
the
you'll
constant-
take it from here, sir.
Oh my god. Richard Lewis. Larry, hurry up. Eugene Levy is waiting for us at the airport Burger King. 3 in a row.
Wait, hang on.
Who
so,
is waiting for who at the
Airport
airport?
Burger
I
King.
know, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
Who still goes to Burger King? Everybody knows
Ooh.
McDonald's.
They have
Oh,
the,
snap.
They have the Impossible Burger, Whopper,
Oh,
whatever. I mean, I don't think McDonald's is that good either.
I just like their fries, and I've actually been fighting with them on Twitter, but that's another story.
Really?
Yeah.
I got into a fight with Bumble on Twitter.
Oh, that was hilarious.
In my head, I've literally never matched with somebody on Bumble, but at least once every 3 days I'll get a notification being like, someone likes you on Bumble, find out who. And it reminds me of that girl in elementary school who's like, I know someone who likes you. That you're like, who? I'm not going to tell.
Oh my god, Atlas. Atlas.
yeah.
Like, oh my god, they totally like you.
They like you.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
And it's just, fuck Bumble. And also, I was talking to a friend of mine, Carly, who I mentioned on the Hard Way episode.
Carly.
And she was like, how come nobody, like, talks to me on Bumble even though we match? I'm like, you know that you have to start talking first. Right? And then she was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fucking, is that what it's like for everybody? Or
That's the whole premise of the app,
that's
isn't
the
it?
whole premise of the app, yeah.
Yeah.
Because men can't be trusted to make an intro.
Men can be trusted.
Because they're like, hey, baby, want to see my dong? And it's like, no, that's
Pretty
not
much.
how you lead into
it's
a new
just men
relationship.
have had so many terrible fucking opening lines.
Terrible.
They're like,
What was your feud with McDonald's for? What happened?
Oh
with
no,
them?
I just tweeted, and I never expected them to say anything to me, but like I was like pissed because all I ever want is fries, and like you can't get them between certain hours, yet breakfast is all day. So I was just like, seriously, if I can get some fucking fries
Yeah.
before 11 a.m., I'm gonna stage a revolt here. Like
Yeah.
this is a personal attack. And they reply, and they're like, Jess, sounds delicious to have all day lunch, but we're too busy focused on all day breakfast. But I literally called them heathens and said I was going to stage a revolt. Nobody wants your soggy sponge potatoes. And then they were just like, Jess, we're just focusing on breakfast, okay?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, and then I made another Seinfeld-based joke.
Like, Wendy's regularly, like, whoever runs the Wendy's Twitter is genius.
Yeah.
And they regularly just, like, riff into McDonald's.
I love I love the fast food feuds. It's hilarious. And I've seen Wendy's do it. Wendy's is really good at it.
Yeah.
And Wendy's I like probably the best.
Me too.
I love Wendy Chan.
Wendy's and Taco
Taco Bell. Yeah.
Wendy's. Okay.
Okay,
Continue.
Oh my god, I'm already reading this sentence, and you're gonna. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Meanwhile, the kids are wake up to 2 O's and ran to the kitchen where Aunt Ray making waffles and eggs with bacon and for breakfast. Leon sits already at the table eating a croissant, drinking an orange juice, and reading the newspaper. Richard Lewis joins them and asks, no periods, no commas. I'm done. Atlas.
Okay.
You have found a true fucking Marlin of a story here.
God.
This is literally the only one I could find. I was looking for Curb fan fiction. It's all Seinfeld. Because Curb is already so, I guess, improvised that it's hard to do it, or
No, I think you
maybe-
could do it.
Yeah.
Like, because you could write a spec script as if you wanted to be on the show, you
Yeah.
know, or submit it to the show. But maybe they actually just do that and not this, because this is. quite the attempt, and I can't believe they put it on the internet.
It's as if 1,000 English teachers cried out and were silenced all at once.
No, I feel kind of bad because I feel like they don't speak English.
So, what, like it's their third or fourth language?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, I was gonna say like, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe the English is not the first language, but holy crap, like don't make it your last.
Yeah.
I posted our Bachelor episode on the Bachelor subreddit, and the first comment was like, it's kind of sad that you want to make fun of people who are, trying to write something. And then I was like, you watch The Bachelor to make fun of these people. And then also we try and punch up the story at the end, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, Atlas, I hate to break it to you, we're not good people.
We're not good people.
Okay, so that person can be like, it's really sad. Like, I love that when people say that. It's sad when you try and make fun of people. It's like, yeah, you do it too.
Right, but also that's coming from a place where people are just like always ripping into people in the comments. Like
Internet,
on Reddit and YouTube, people are like, this is fake. You're a piece of shit. You're whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
It's like you got nothing else to do. Okay, Richard Lewis. What's with the beer? Leon. Yo, get him Kesha, handle Uncle Richard some beer. Yo, you get him Kesha, handle Uncle Richard some beer. Larry is now finished, and he ran the steps down, grab some waffles, and say, let's go, Lewis. I'm not done. Kiss Loretta on the back and say, yes?
Okay. I can't imagine Larry David running anywhere. He's
running from people maybe sometimes.
But he's like an angry shuffle at best,
Yeah.
And also, kiss somebody on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, right between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, that's
Mwah.
exactly where I pictured too.
Yeah.
Or the tramp stamp,
It's like,
if there is one.
right on the mole. How's it going?
Somebody entered the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a fourth opinion now. Okay, so be prepared. This is horrible grammar you're gonna listen to right now.
Yeah.
Larry, abide to the blacks, watch my house, and promise me no house party. Leon, all right, LD. Larry, can I really trust you? Leon, yo. Larry looks at Leon to find out. Larry looks at Leon to find out if he lying.
Oh, like his this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing. That face.
That's good, man. Good job, Dave. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see, like, how do you describe that for the listeners? When Larry looks up and down with his eyes wide, trying to look into your brain to see if you're lying. Yeah.
Yeah, then Larry goes, okay, I believe you.
Oh.
Leon, all right, LD, show him that apple pussy is from which flavor LD from LA is. What did you just say?
Whoa, apple pussy? It's apple bottom.
Apple pussies, that's what it says.
I thought it was
Big Apple, New York, pussies.
Yes.
I figured it
I
out.
like how we're translating.
Yeah.
Atlas, this is already giving me a headache. Okay.
How long is this?
It's not very
Are they ever going to get to New York? I got to know.
we got okay,
It's not that long.
let me plow through this. Okay, Loretta.
Or the Burger King.
Okay, Loretta's going to be Wanda Sykes for this.
And then I'll show that apple bitch is the flavor of my fist.
Richard Lewis interrupts. Sorry to disturb this conversation, but we must hit the plane. The shuttle bus is already waiting. And so they ran.
No,
Right,
Larry's not taking a fucking shuttle bus. He's got a driver or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, the shuttle bus is not next to the house because he lives up in the Hollywood Hills, doesn't he? That's like.
I like how this is our biggest problem with it. Like, that's the most
Well,
unrealistic
it
thing.
is. It's like
Yeah, but yeah, there's no.
I don't know if he lives in the Hollywood Hills. Like I think he does. No. I think I don't know.
Larry David, if you're listening, please tell us where you live.
Where is your house, Larry David?
Where's your house?
I have a lot of grievances, and you're gonna hear about it.
And he's gonna air them.
Okay. Richard Lewis interrupts. Sorry, I already did that. And so they ran into the shuttle bus, who bring them to the airport, where there arrived Scrape, Trough. They ran to the Burger King, where Eugene Levy is waiting. He greets them.
Okay, so Eugene Levy is in a Burger King.
Scrape trough.
How is nobody talking to Eugene Levy and be like, "Holy shit, you're Eugene Levy. I love Schitt's Creek," or whatever?
Yeah.
You'd think that would come up, or
Maybe it's about to pop off, dude.
oh shit.
This is like, like they're very into the whole thing. Like Larry has to get on the shuttle bus. So, Eugene Levy, Where are you been? I waiting here for hours. Together they ran to the boarding gate and then right through the airplane to New York City. In the plane, they're sitting there. Richard Lewis get drunk. Larry tries to sleep. Eugene Levy sits there. He had drink 22 coffee while waiting for the others, so he is totally squirrely, and his eyes are wide open. So he noticed that Philip Michael Thomas is with them on the plane. He stands up and greets him.
Who's Philip Michael Thomas?
22 coffees, swirls. What the fuck am I listening to?
That was all a one giant run-on sentence.
That was a one giant run-on sentence.
I mean, 22 coffees would make you squirrely, so that's not wrong.
I'm starting to think that this is like they put like something into Google Translate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Google really wrote this then.
Well, why wouldn't you just... Oh, that would have been even more hilarious, though, if you brought in, like, Spanish fan fiction or, like, some other language, and we were trying to, like, dissect that. but maybe that's why it has, like, the different, like, the capitals each time, because they put each sentence into Google Translate, which obviously we can see doesn't work, but I learned that, too, when I was trying to do that with Dutch. I was like, I'll just, like, translate this exactly. Does not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never does. I tried to get through 2 years of French in college with Google Translate, got a C-.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Professor Truby, I'm a bad student.
So you didn't learn French then?
Google's a C- then. That's not bad. It's still passing.
I saw Elton John in concert 5 times. C-.
Yeah, but even if you're speaking a broken language and you're still like kind of getting the idea across, you're still kind of speaking it.
Okay, so we have the basic story of he gets woken up and they're on the plane. No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the plane. Okay. Eugene Levy. Hey, you, the black guy from Miami Vice. Philip Michael.
That's my favorite part. Yes. Hey, you, the black guy. He could have Googled that. He's already on Google.
I mean, they seem rich enough to pay for the airplane Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like the character who's saying this is saying it with the volume like of someone who doesn't know how to speak English. Like, hey, you, the black guy from Miami Vice.
Hey, you, black guy from Miami Vice.
Oh my God.
Autograph now.
Oh my God.
Philip Michael Thomas. Oh yeah, I am Juan John. Whoa, Jesus. Okay. Oh yeah, I am Juan. Join me for some coffee.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I am Wan. Join me for some coffee.
Spell Wan.
WANN.
Juan.
Huh?
Atlas.
Wan?
This is pissing me off more than Jimmy Neutron.
Okay.
You found an excellent one, but it's oh my God.
It's very difficult.
He picked one for a Jimmy Neutron episode that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. I got nauseous reading it out loud.
Ew.
So did I.
Why? Was it sexy?
It's horrifying. Go listen to the Jimmy Neutron episode.
Oh, well.
Brain a barf bag.
We should have read it for this one. Honestly,
I don't want to barf.
Yeah. Okay. Eugene Levy. Oh yeah, I love coffee. When I tell this to my opticon, he is a big fan of you.
I assume.
Opticon? What's an opticon?
I assume he means like optometrist.
Yeah,
or...
opticon.
Oh.
That's like a new like transformer. Opticon. The Megatron. Like he transforms into a pair of glasses.
Yep.
You ever see James Adomian's bit about the gay villains?
Yes.
And then the thing about the Decepticons. Megatron, shut up, Starscream! Why are we deceiving the Autobots? Can it, Power Bottom?
That's a good one.
Opticon.
Philip Michael Thomas. Oh yeah, did he also sell sunglasses? Eugene Levy. Yeah, he do that. He have beautiful sunglasses. Okay, that's the most coherent thing this person has ever said. Philip Michael or Google.
No,
ever
I think
said.
Hey You, the black guy from
Miami
Vice
Vice
was the most coherent thing so far.
Philip Michael Thomas. Oh, that's great. Maybe you introduce me to him when we back in L.A. Eugene Levy. It will be a pleasure for me. Meanwhile, Larry wakes up, look around, and see Eugene Levy talking to Philip Michael Thomas and a drunken Richard Lewis who flirts with a flight attendant. He get hungry, so
Richard Lewis is a recovering alcoholic, so he should put more weight on the fact that he's drinking on the plane. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, like,
just a note, buddy.
Yeah, like if
everybody needs to corral around him. Richard, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
This is about and Larry could say something like, "You're drinking?"
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like I thought you were committed.
And then it'll probably be something like, "What? Airplanes don't count."
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because like I don't drink ginger ale on the ground,
They can't.
but in the air, fucking ginger ale, Bloody Marys. Let's go. you know?
They can't get me up here.
yeah. Yeah.
My 4-day chip doesn't matter unless my feet are on the ground.
Yeah.
Flight attendant. He get hungry, so we eat some pretzels. Now he is getting
These
thirsty.
Fucking goddamn it! You beat me to it.
Are making me thirsty. That's another show, but it's related.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
These pretzels are making me thirsty. That's George
No,
Costanza.
see, no. See, that's bad. See, you can't act.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, it's a crossover. It's a crossover.
Nice.
All right.
Larry scream. This pretzel's making me. Oh, Larry scream. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
There we go. See, we were ahead of it.
Good job, Mr. Peanut Butter.
It's like you can't use the same line in this show, buddy. But no, I guess. But it's also related to the Woody Allen thing because the pretzels are making me thirsty. Seinfeld episode was when Kramer got hired to do the Woody Allen extra work, and he was supposed to say that to Woody Allen.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty deep. If he could have executed it right, he's like tying these two worlds together.
Three, arguably.
Yeah,
but-
pretty epically. Yeah.
This is the most ambitious crossover I've ever seen. In my
Yeah.
life. He looks around and see only flight attendant, attendant with a D at the end, the one who is flirting with Richard Lewis. So he scream a bit louder and harsher. These pretzels making me thirsty.
Okay, so he's like trying to get the flight attendant's attention.
Yes.
Like passive aggressively. These are making me thirsty.
Yeah.
Pretzels.
That's your job.
They're thirsty. Flight attendant button.
I've never actually pushed that button before.
Have you, Jess?
Yes, I have.
For what?
Drinks.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I always feel like a dick, and I don't know if that's what it's for, but I think it is. And I don't use it too much because normally like they'll come by or whatever.
Yeah.
But like every once in a while I'll press it. But normally I'll just usually get up and go try and find them.
No,
Yeah.
they work for the plane. Go ahead
Yeah.
and press it.
I don't know. It's like really stressful. I just learned that like if you lean your seat back, you're a dickhead. And I'm like, wait.
Oh, that whole thing with the guy punching
yeah,
in the back of the
yeah.
seat.
Which that guy was a dick, but it's
Okay.
like, dude, I didn't know that I was a complete monster for putting my seat back.
It's not you. It's the airline companies who space everything so
Yeah.
close
They just want to make
together.
more. Yeah, they want to make more
That's a
money.
nuisance in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't blame each other. Blame the guys upstairs.
Exactly.
you know?
Blame the man.
Yeah.
man.
Blame the man. Yeah.
No response. He says to an old fat man.
Oh.
Larry. Did you see that? Instead, she's doing her job. She's flirting with a drunken Richard Lewis. Okay, when it was a sober Leonardo DiCaprio, I can understand a little bit, but that's a drunken Richard Lewis. So he screamed again, louder and harsher.
He's making it sound like they're action figures. I got my drunken Richard Lewis right here. Comes with everything you see here.
Yeah.
Batteries not included.
I want a Larry David action figure.
Oh my God. Yes, me too.
Comes with pretzels as an accessory.
God, imagine like Seinfeld Funko Pops or something like that.
Oh, there's absolutely Seinfeld Funko Pops.
I know they have like Scrubs and a couple others like that, but that's
What's a Funko Pop?
Funko Pops are these little things you get in like they're like I don't know the size of like a doll, and they're all kind of have like square heads and these big bulgy
Oh
eyes.
yeah,
You've
yeah.
seen them at
okay.
Hot Topic
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
They're at Hot Topic. And
Yeah,
like,
because they have Golden Girls ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shout out to Danielle Soto for the Golden Girls episode.
So he scream again, louder and harsher. Oh my God! So she's making me sound stupid. So he scream again, louder and harsher. This pretzel's making me thirsty. No response again. So he scream as loud and harsh as he can. This pretzel's making me thirsty. So that the whole plane is watching at him, and Richard Lewis says,
Okay, if he's yelling loud enough where everybody on the plane through their headphones, through their book go, motherfucker's got some pipes on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Yeah."
Well, it is also like a tube, so I think it would be loud. But he does have to be louder than the plane sounds.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the plane sounds take up a lot of
Yeah.
room.
No response again. So, so that the whole plane. Richard Lewis says, "Larry, a little bit discipline, please."
Mister, I'm just drinking even though I'm an alcoholic.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's
I just wanted to. I wanted to say that Atlas, a little bit discipline, please.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. And
discipline.
there are so many
yourself.
lines here that I want to say in real life, but people will think I'm stupid. But like it's like you won't get it.
Yeah.
I read this thing. It's so funny. Larry responds. What about the soda? The flight attendant give Larry a soda. Eugene Levy winks him by. Hey, Larry, come over here. There's somebody who want to meet you. Larry goes to them and greets Philip Michael Thomas. Hey, you the black guy from Miami Vice. PMT answers.
That's a payoff right there.
Yes, it is. PMT answers, yeah, I am. And you the guy who wrote Seinfeld. Well, not at all, but most of it. PMT. My favorite episode is the Puerto Rican Day. Is that from you?
That's my least favorite episode.
That's
That's
not
their
even one of
worst
their.
episode.
That's not even
Seinfeld.
one of the good ones.
No.
That's one of the worst
It's
ones.
one of the worst. I hate that episode. I will always switch past it. And even it's
It's
still
like-
like season 9's like probably my least favorite season, but like I didn't think the finale sucked like everybody else did. I actually liked it, but the second to last one is the Puerto Rican Day parade, and I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know how you could end a show like that other than like sending them all to jail, because like they pretty much they give the audience kind of what they want. Like they're saying, these 4 idiots are assholes.
Right.
Like, they have to pay for what they've done.
Yeah, and like it sticks to the theme, I think, of like they're always like one step away from being successful, but like their idiocy brings them back. So it's like they get to go on this private jet. They're getting to do this like NBC stuff for real, and then it's like, no, you're gonna go to jail instead. You know,
because you didn't help a fat guy.
and then you get to see all these like old characters, which I liked too.
Yeah, I thought that was the best part of the finale.
Yeah.
One episode I liked in season 9 though was the betrayal.
That was a great one. That was
The
the
one
Memento.
where it's like the episode in reverse.
That was the Memento.
Oh
of the
yeah, with the
Seinfelds.
lollipop gets
Yeah.
like bigger. Yeah,
Bigger, and then like at the end you see like Jerry meeting Kramer for the first time.
oh yeah,
and then
yeah,
Then where it's like
yeah.
Kessler, right? Oh no, actually it's Kramer.
Yeah. Yeah, and he like gives him. He's like, "Yeah, just come over. My stuff is your stuff." It's like, dude, bad move.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
Yeah.
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 PMT. But I'm glad to meet you. Anyway, let's meet for some drink in New York. Eugene Levy. Yes, we at the Mario's for Diner. Be invited to step by. PMT. Yeah, I will do that. Larry puts Eugene Levy on the side. Hey, why are you inviting this guy if you sure that Woody Allen liked that? Oh my God, this is giving me a headache. I'm sorry. I have to.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Okay, let's get through this.
It's just gonna like every
This is
episode is just us trying to frustrate the other one.
You're breaking
now.
me now.
Yeah.
this is
Revenge!
this
Yeah.
is. I just realized you guys are wearing the same color shirt. Anyway, this
Oh,
is,
look at that.
Shit.
this is making me want to write a fan fiction episode that is like Larry David, because Larry David never drinks. Like, but is Larry David like getting wasted? And instead of being a dick, he's really nice to everybody, you know? And then the next morning when he wakes up, when normally people have to apologize, people like really like him, and then he's like, "No, fuck you."
Oh, that I would love to read.
I was just drunk, you
See,
know?
I would love to read that.
Yeah.
That
honestly.
sounds
if you,
great.
I'm gonna do that.
If you want to come back, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
and then we can see if it sucks.
oh
You can
no.
rake me through the coals
Uh.
live on the podcast.
Ah.
A couple weeks ago, we had an episode where our guest didn't show up, so I read one of my like just fiction stories I wrote in college.
What was it?
Uh,
it was a fiction. It was not a fan.
It wasn't
fiction.
fan fiction.
Yeah.
It was just fiction. And then he and producer Alex like just were the ones commenting on it. And yeah, it was a good time. We should try that again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you get something like that together.
Yeah. I'm gonna read. This honestly, going through all these fan fictions and doing this like is inspired me to write my own fan fiction, and yeah, and just to let everybody know, like we don't hate, like we're not like trying to bust your balls here like all the time. Like we get like writing is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And if this is like your first draft or something, like we're just saying like, hey, like you might have had a good idea here, but you know, again, this is like, okay, you need. Do you speak English? Like
Yeah, because
maybe.
the premise isn't bad.
What
To-
they go to New York.
Yeah, to go to New York and doing like just like sort of tying together the like the Seinfeld stuff, but like the Woody Allen thing, like, you know, he lived in New York too, you know, it's like I think it could be good to bring him back there because that's where he came from, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eugene Levy laughs. Woody Allen likes everyone. Larry responds, "No, he didn't." As they arrived, Woody Allen is waiting for them at the boarding gate. Philip Michael Thomas walks forward. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. As they arrived, Woody Allen is waiting for them at the boarding gate. Philip Michael Thomas walks forward and says, Bye, fellas, until then. Bye, fellas, until then. He and Woody Allen look each other with grimy faces. And when he's a grimy
So
face.
Woody Allen's picking him up from the airport. Wait.
Yeah, I think
oh,
so.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's playing Woody Allen's 12-year-old wife? I wonder who's playing that.
That would
Zing.
be. Yeah.
Is that, Paul? Is that Daniel Day-Lewis? Is he playing that role?
Wait, how is he even allowed to pick them up at the airport? Isn't he in Europe because?
Yeah, because he's banned from the U.S.
Yeah.
What?
I thought that was the whole thing, right?
Well, this is old though. This is from 2009.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah.
But how long ago did that happen?
I didn't even know that. So I have
Oh.
no idea.
I don't know. Hey, like we usually ask our Google.
Google Ghost.
Is Google Ghost working right now?
Yeah.
When did Woody Allen get banned from the United States for doing questionable things behind our backs? As they arrived, Woody Allen is waiting.
Oh, jeez, cousin Kyle.
Oh,
Yeah.
cousin Kyle.
Oh God.
He and Woody Allen look each other with grimy. I love grimy with grimy faces.
Grimmy.
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 I think grimy.
Grimy
is
is just one M, but it's
Yeah.
probably a typo.
With grimy faces. And when he's away, Woody Allen says, "Do you know this guy?" Larry Ann.
Grimy faces. Oh, I figured it out. Google Translate. It's coming from a different language. Dirty looks translates to grimy faces. Not a direct translation at all.
Okay, so
yeah.
so we're pretty sure this is Google Translate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Which,
yeah.
thank God, because whew.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess you don't know everything, Google.
Yeah.
Woody Allen said, "Do you know this guy, cousin Kyle?" Larry asks. Briefly, Woody Allen. "I hate him. He is my worst enemy since he did this motivation programs. I lost a lot of fans who can identify with me."
Motivation programs?
Yes, motivation programs. I lost a lot of fans who can identify with me. Can you translate that?
Okay, so motivation programs.
Motivate. I'm just thinking of Tom Cruise when he was the motivational speaker from Magnolia.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Maybe motivational TV.
I would love to watch a Woody Allen motivational seminar.
Just remember, you're all trash people on the inside.
Nice. Larry punches Eugene Levely soft in the side. "See, I told you." Woody Allen. "But who cares? So let's drive to the hotel." Larry. "In which hotel? We housing Colin Ritz Hilton." Woody. "No, none, N-O-N, of them." Larry.
Did you say Ritz Hilton?
Yes, Ritz Hilton.
Ritz Carlton. Okay. Ritz
Carlton Ritz Hilton.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ritz Hilton is like the Power Rangers fusion between the Ritz Carlton and the Hilton.
Oh, that's funny. Dude, that Megazord would be massive. Think
Yeah.
about how huge those hotels would be.
Oh man.
Woody. "No, none of them." Who else? Larry. "Who else? Palace, Marriott, Waldorf, Astoria." Woody. "No, somewhere else." Larry. "Where somewhere else?" Woody. "Just somewhere else." It depends that they sleeping at the apartment of Woody Allen's aunt in the 76th Street. Atlas, can you please take this story? I can't take it anymore.
Right.
Top.
Okay.
There.
Let's see. It depends that
Nick has died. It's just me and Atlas now.
Yeah. All right. Not too much left. Hopefully. So, all right.
As long as I don't have
to
read it.
Larry, why are we sleeping here, Woody? Woody, well, the check for the film budget is not arrived yet, so I place you here for the first time.
I love that, like, when you make movies, that you just get handed a huge
Yeah.
check.
Here's your check. Deal with it.
Larry, but we can afford hotel rooms by ourselves. Woody, no, I say you invited, so you were invited. Woody Allen's aunt comes in, and it's Barbra Streisand in colorful dress.
All right,
Screaming.
Barb.
Screaming, "Hi, everybody!" Everybody says hi to them. Barbra Streisand asks, "Who wants some bagels?"
Wow. That's a little racist. It's like, oh,
Dude, bagels are the shit, though.
No,
I know
bagels are
it's a
good.
little racist, but
Well, it's a Jewish slang, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just I think it's just like, well, of course, this like Jewish woman would come in and
bagels.
she'd
That
bring
one's
bagels.
not that bad, though.
All right, never mind.
I mean, bagels seem like, hors d'oeuvres.
But
or
although
whatever.
bagels are very New York, so I'll
Yeah.
give them that.
It would be
Redacted. All right.
It would be better that than if they like went into a black person's home. They would be like watermelon. That would be fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, never mind.
Okay.
I'm staying away from that one.
And everybody is hungry, so she brought a ton of bagels and everybody is eating. Woody Allen noticed. I'm so
Should have worked the word schmear in there.
Nolan's copying Atlas doing this shit.
Yeah. 'Cause it's, for the capital letters for the visual.
I like that you're just
people.
like making direct eye to the camera the whole time.
Something like that. Woody Allen noticed.
Hello, audience.
But don't eat too much. Spare your hunger for the dinner.
Oh.
So they pack over their packages, and now the apartment is very big. So everybody has a single room, and everybody go on it. Larry is in his room, Ang packed over his packages. Woody Allen's aunts come in and pack him from the behind.
Oh my God! It's like they had a stroke when they wrote this.
Come and pack him from the behind does
Behind.
not sound like something you should do with your aunt.
Yeah, it sounds like butts. So
Oh, yeah.
I got him to take off his glasses in frustration.
It's getting worse as
It's
it goes
getting,
on.
it's getting worse.
Yeah.
The worst part is like there's literally not much left.
Why
think-
did he put
it's-
so many characters in too? It's like, bro, you should have
Yeah.
stuck to a select few.
Yeah.
It's like even
Why
Google
is
doesn't wanna
everybody?
finish
Why
it.
is everybody popping in? Yeah.
This is kind of like the room itself, where like subplots are brought in and then
I just have
forgotten
no idea
about.
what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Woody Allen, go get Larry some alone time, aunt. We go to the living room and play some chess.
Wow. It's very specific.
And
Okay.
looks curious to Larry as Al, A-L-L-E, unpacked. I assume they all unpacked. I think that's what they meant.
I think.
They go to the restaurant. Their table is waiting, and everybody orders a big expensive meal.
All right.
Because
see?
Woody Allen can chalk here as much as he wants.
Can chalk?
Chalk, like sidewalk chalk.
Can chalk? What is that supposed to be?
All
All right. Well, let's.
Because
the owner is a big fan from him.
Okay, Jess. How are you following this?
It was a little more coherent in the beginning, but now it's a little. I mean, I'm getting it a little bit, but I don't understand why anything's happening.
Okay,
It's like,
if you were writing this scene, how would you write it?
I mean, well, I would have.
Aside from the massive spelling and grammar errors.
I would have changed, like from the beginning, like I wouldn't have this many people in it, but the scene where they're at the restaurant, like, okay, so they're trying to make, I'm not sure, they're trying to make it be that Woody Allen has a lot of clout, but that's a little contradictory to the thing before because he can't even afford the hotel room. So they're at his fucking apartment for some reason. So I would almost make it just that Woody Allen is one using his clout to get free stuff because he's broke because of the hotel room.
Yeah.
Like because he couldn't afford the hotel room, that he's like, okay, I'll go here because I know they'll give me free stuff, and then you can kind of just use that, and then maybe everybody starts to realize. I would almost say Woody never really admitted that he was broke. He would just be like, oh, we have to stay at the hotel or at my apartment because of whatever, and then he takes them there, and they think Woody Allen's this big rich guy that's gonna take them out, and then he'd be out there just trying to like sneak more free bread, trying to get more things. Then people would be like, is Woody having a hard time financially? Like something like that to like make it make sense why all of this is happening.
Yeah, I like that. That's much better than what this is. What we're trying to do here. This story has broken me. I can't go on. I can't follow this.
Do you want to finish? Do you want me to finish?
Let
it?
me finish this.
So
guy.
let's
I'll
say
do
say
it,
it's
but
almost
just-
over, and then we'll say how we would have
Okay.
done
Yeah.
it.
This is the worst one.
You're welcome, guys.
All right.
You're welcome.
This is the worst story I've ever heard. I'm sorry. I don't know why this broke me.
It's because it was put in Google Translate. I bet
Okay.
you it would have been a little bit better because I don't know what chalk is.
Me neither.
Maybe like a lot of
Neither do I. Nobody knows.
yeah.
All right. Woody Allen screams, "Who want this guy here? I hate him. That ruins the complete diner for me."
But your impression gives me life, so thank you.
Wait, he's at a diner. I thought they went to a fancy restaurant.
I assume they mean dinner, but they left out an N. So,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. Eugene Levy. What's the matter with you? That's a nice guy. Richard Lewis. Yeah, he's all right. Woody Allen. Do you think so too, Larry? Larry.
What guy are they talking about?
I don't.
Good question.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't know.
I assume it's the guy who comps Woody Allen's stuff that he just mentioned. Big fan. The big fan. Larry makes his skeptic face.
Nice. That was good.
Philip Michael Thomas looking mad at him. It's like that meme where Larry's like, unsure. Woody Allen. All right then. All of my friends say this guy is all right, and I agreed to go on the dinner with the dinner, but Larry didn't like him too, so I have enough of this. Philip Michael Thomas looks to Larry. What the fuck? Then he says, fine, I'm going, but when I met somebody of you at the street, I didn't guarantee for nothing, and rams the door. So we finished dining now, Larry says. Larry says all but nothing happened. But Woody Allen isn't in the mood for eating anymore and decide to leave. No, when a dinner is once ruined, it keeps ruined. So they leaving the restaurant. Larry, what a fucked up evening, but I hope it's all right at home. Switch to his friend's home where the blacks celebrating a party and invited 300 Primali.
The blacks celebrating? What was that?
Black, but also Latinos, Otis, and Asians.
Oh boy. All right, go ahead.
Then they brought out the chicken.
There's hustlers with their bitches, gangsters with their Uzis, and this story is getting so racist.
It's getting very world star.
So racist now.
And bikers with their bikes in the house, strippers dancing at poles, gamblers at the poker tables, and drunks at the bar, coke sniffers at the toilet, and stoners in the living room.
This is the grand finale.
Yes.
Okay.
All this just to say that Leon couldn't be trusted with the house.
That's the end of the story.
What a note to go out.
Okay. I would say, how would you punch this up? But I would rather I just forget this ever happened.
Burn it. That's how I punch it up.
Burn the computer. It's ruined.
This is worse than the malware that could be ever created by Mr. Robot.
I mean, we already kind of mentioned how to punch the story up. Don't forget characters randomly.
You gotta find, the original, like, because I can imagine, that this person submitted it somewhere in like their language, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, maybe also do an English version and then submit it there. I wonder if like the original language version is better.
Maybe.
I don't think so, but you know, because it's still like a chaotic story, too many characters and nothing really like
happens.
Yeah, it's just it's all like the one storyline of like, Leon, can I trust you here? And then it ends with, you know, clearly he couldn't, to tie them together, but then everything in between is just chaos. So he could have just like went to a party. He didn't have to go all the way to New York and have all this other shit happen.
Yeah.
He could have just like left the house for a day, you know.
Yeah.
It's
and a lot of it went nowhere. You know, I wanted to see what would happen with Woody Allen and Larry David. Maybe they would have they would have like a little conflict or something.
I was hoping something like that would happen too.
Yeah.
And then it ends just with a big party and everyone gets their Uzis and breaks out the coke, and then it turns into a Rick Ross music video. I'd love to see Larry David in a Rick Ross music video.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be a great SNL parody.
Yeah, like he could have gotten there and like gotten fired from the movie and had to go straight back, you know.
And then he comes back to Leon's party or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, comes back to the party and is like, Leon, what the fuck, you know.
And like, okay, they say that it's like Larry and Jerry wrote a show about nothing. That's not true. Like, they hate. There's a focus to it. Like, there was no focus to this. It was just Larry David on a plane getting mildly concerned that Lewis was drinking, and then
Which he never got concerned that he was drinking.
Yeah,
that
never.
could have been a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well.
Because what if that happened? Like, what if he brings Richard Lewis, you know, and then Richard Lewis gets so drunk that he doesn't even, like, and he relapses, and then Larry has to deal with him. He gets Larry kicked off of the movie and has to go back, like, would even be more coherent than adding in a bunch of name dropping with characters. That's like, why are these people here? Why is Barbara Streisand running in with bagels now all of a sudden? We've got enough fucking people in here.
It's true.
That have no explanation why they're here, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was rough, guys.
That was rough.
I'm upset. I feel attacked by every word that was
that's
said.
the premise of this show. We assault our guests with bad stories.
I'm uncomfortable.
Thank you for...
With our bad stories.
With our bad stories. Well, thank you, Jess, for coming on.
Hell yeah. And I'm proud of you guys for getting through it, because it was funny to watch, at least. Yeah.
Where can people find you out there?
You can find me on Instagram at Jess for a minute. So it's JESSFORAMINUTE. MINUTE. Just for a minute.
Now, just for a minute.
And yeah, you can find the Hardway Pod at the Hardway Pod on Instagram as well, and it's thehardwaypod.com / it's just the Hardway Pod on every stuff, all the stuff on YouTube, all that stuff. So follow it on Facebook as well.
And we'll link it. We'll link it.
Yeah, got all the
too.
things. And then also Hollywood Nights Comedy Show on Tuesdays at the Hollywood Hotel. It's 8 p.m. It's a partial open mic, partial booked. If you want to be booked, you got to submit a tape to at Hollywood Night Show on Instagram, and that's about it.
Cool.
So yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem, Nick. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Millennial Comic on Instagram.
I still can't believe you managed to get that name.
Oh,
Before,
also
I ain't getting rid of it.
JessicaMulder.com, obviously.
yes.
Just as a website.
And there's like merch and shit for the Hardway.
Yes.
You'll find it yourself.
Buy that merch.
Yeah. And then you can find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter or Instagram, and you can find this show at Bad Reading Pod on Twitter or Instagram. Thanks everybody for listening. Bum bum bum
Bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum, 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 bum.